Hi, there's Life Prepper here, and I want to talk about this right here. Now, my writing's kind of halfway down on, I'm sorry. It's Feds Post Letters, and it talks about right here. I want to read it on this. It says Feds Post Letters identifying preppers as potential terrorists, individuals or groups making bulk purchases. Terrorists. They consider them terrorists if they're making bulk purchases. The thing is, they encourage you to have supplies in event of something happen. Now, here it is. Okay, this article was done on Freedom Outpost. It was on August 1st, 2015 by Mark Salvador, Slavo, Matt Salvador, excuse me. That, excuse me. In 2011, Rand Paul stood on the floor of Congress and delivered a stark warning to Americans to criticism of sensationalism and embellishment. Paul noted that federal laws on the books characterize those who have guns, several days' worth of food or ammunition in their home as potential terrorists. Now, it says here, you know good and well that someday there could be a government empire that is shipping its citizens off for disagreement. And it could very well happen. It's already happening in many countries already. If you disagree, you end up in prison. If you voice your prison opinion in it, you're going to end up in prison. I mean, this has been going on for generations, centuries, years and years upon in many countries and still going on in here and probably going here in the U.S. and other countries we're just not aware of. I mean, they've already put terrorist groups in these isolated areas and everything else. Now, someone who has guns, someone has ammunition that is weatherproofed, someone who has more than 7 days of food in their house can be considered a possible terrorist. More than 7 days worth of food. I'm going to tell you what. Anybody has any sense, they're going to have at least a month's worth of food stocked up if they're on a budget. But society has trained us brain-wise not to do this. We count on the stores. We run to the stores and get our daily supplies if we need it. We go and eat fast food. I like going out to eat. It means I don't have to cook. But I go to the all-you-can-eat buffets where I can get some meat and things like that within my budget. But I can live without it. So that's one reason I approach the auction prepper situation. And I'm encouraging you to do the auction prepper and be an auction prepper with me because they cannot keep up with your bulk buying. As time goes on, I'm going to keep showing you things that I pick up here and there that keeps me within my budget and keeps my bulk cost down off the books in the stores. I have supplies. I have clothes. I have first aid supplies. I buy to supply myself. Do I have a lot of food? No, but I have enough food and enough knowledge up here how to survive on what I can harvest. So there is a difference. So now, they consider you as a potential. Now, if you are suspected by these activities, do you want the government to have the ability to send you a Guantanamo Bay for identification detention? Do you want people to give you a tag and saying you are a potential terrorist, and if something happens, they can indeed ship you off to a thing? Have you ever seen the movie Red Dawn? In the original one and the other one where they come in and those they consider the most dangerous, they put them and they assassinated a lot of them because they consider them as a threat. So it's shocking statement and one that was dismissed as a rant of another right-wing extremist who just so happened to be a senator. But footage by the Washington Weekly News show that not only was Rand Paul's assessment accurate, it only brushed the surface of what domestic intelligence agencies consider suspicious or terrorist activities. Now, this here goes on and it talks about surplus stores in Auburn, New York, tells us how a state trooper put up a flyer in their window which encouraged customers to call the New York State Terrorism Tip Line to report this suspicious activity under the part as of seeing something, says something campaign. Ain't that something campaigns? Ain't that something? So basically, they want you to narco people for buying um, bulk supplies, is what they want you to do. They want you to tell on these people buying bulk supplies. They want you to say, hey, they're doing this. They're buying a lot of bullets. They're buying a lot of this. They're buying a lot of that. And they want to be known of all this. Now, the thing is, I'm not saying everybody is a right-wing group or a left-wing group or they're out to be terrorists or anything like that. I mean, I'm choosing to be more in an isolated confined, and I understand that. Some of them really scares me. They really scare me severely in the groups. They really do. But the thing is, too, many people out there who chooses to be preppers, to don't even consider themselves as preppers, are stocking up on food and things just to survive because there was experience, something happened, they experienced due to a storm or maybe the threat of war or something that happened. When things happened in New York and then they was heading towards the Pentagon and helping all that stuff, many people thought about, well, maybe I need to stock up on some things because I don't know what's going to happen. It's a shame. They tell you that to stock on at least 3 days worth of food in your backpack and be prepared to bug out in a situation or whatever. But if you got more than 7 days worth of food, they're considering you a terrorist. So what they're going to do is basically, and I've already told you this, they're going to come in your house and they're going to start taking all your food and gather it up in a situation like it, and they can come in and gather up your guns and saying this is to help everybody, to divide the food out, to make certain people don't get carried away with ammunition and things of guns and things of that. Now, there is a screams. Like I tell you, why have 300 guns? Just have your guns you need. Now, my man, he had different types for hunting. He had a 22 for hunting rabbits. He had a 30 for hunting this, and he had that for hunting that. And I can understand that. If you're hunting for food and hunting things, you're going to want different guns within reason. But he don't have 300 guns. He had a handful of guns for the purpose of hunting. His cousin has most of them that they use. He uses them because he's not hunting with them. He's not using them. And he's not allowed to have them. He got in trouble. Bottom line, he's not allowed to have them, so his cousin has them. So, and that's a shame right there. So what causes people to go underground on it? But the fact is, feds post letters identifying preppers as possible terrorists. Ain't that something? As possible terrorists. Now, I'm being banned, so I'm being flagged so much on YouTube about my advertisement, and I need the money, what little I make, to help survive on. I want to go off grid. I need subscribers, but I'm doing it by word of mouth. I really can't afford to be paying advertising for people. I don't see anybody sending me a big, huge check to help me buy a place. I don't see it happening because it just ain't going to happen. I mean, if they wanted to send me a big, huge check so I can go off grid and continue with my videos and grow my mushrooms and show how to make things and stuff, that'd be great. I would love it, but I don't see it happening. But the fact is even with what I'm sharing, I could be on the list. I could be considered a possible terrorist. Now, my deal is I'm back to nature, basically, on a lot of it. Back to basics. I'm teaching you and I'm learning with you how to get your things without paying a small fortune, without going in the stores, without getting tagged. So you check out my Ultra Prepper sites, you check out my Jones Seed sites, you check out my DIY sites, and I'm sharing with you what I learned and sharing you what I'm getting, that I'm buying, that's saving me a small fortune, and I'm not going into the stores and buying in bulk and making myself known. I mean, I'm known already because I'm on YouTube, because I'm teaching you how to do these things. So share me and subscribe me and help me raise the money I need in order to be able to go off grid. I want to buy a place. There's a place I love to have, but it's $32,000. Where am I going to come up with that kind of money? Only by the grace of God, I might come up with that kind of money, but it's going to take time. I'd be just happy to be able to get something on the land contract where I want to go, and I want to go farther north. and I want to get on up in there. I want to go to Upper P, Michigan. I mean, it's just truth. I want to go up there and live. I love it up there. It's beautiful up there. It's gorgeous up there. But where, I'm not going to say, because I just want to live up there and I think it's beautiful. And it will be able where I can raise my chickens and raise my rabbits and raise my mushrooms and make a little bit of money. And continue to teach and learn with you how to do back to basics. So yes, I am going on about this. So I am a terrorist in their book, most likely. So feds post letters identifying preppers as potential terrorists. So I guess I am one because I'm teaching you and I'm learning with you how to do things. So by getting you to buy other ways without going in the store to be noticed is I'm on the list. So this live prep here. I want you to be safe, be happy. Bless you all.